position is your privacy is going to be gone.
So what?
Wait.
You say somebody else might not say
disagree.
it.
I mean, you're a nonprofit organization working for us, and anything related to this board should be subject to transparency. That's my point. And you may not agree on that, but that's what I think.
I'm not concerned about the privacy of the board members. I'm concerned about the privacy of the homeowners who have
I
none.
think
The ones
be
that have
transparent.
Is this in response to the?
Yes, the intellectual property in the records, three numbers, credit cards, date of birth, any information like that and such in any of the association records.
Probably.
I'd say there's a good
Well,
chance.
no, probably doesn't answer, well, before you should know. Any of the data, and of course, there are Apple boards in here. Do you know if intellectual property resides in our information?
Well, I mean, I can tell you that some people pay their dues with credit cards. Some people use.
Online, right?
Yes. Some people use, a bank draft. So that would be one example where I can see personal data being out there. Real estate contracts would be subject to the term records in this case because the community management group gets those when people close. So anything that would be in your HUD statement or closing package would potentially be subject to that. If a lawsuit is filed against you, if there's any paperwork attached to that related to your personal finances, that would be subject to that. Any personal conversations that you might have with your attorney that become part of our documentation could potentially be in that.
When I bought my house, you're telling me that you guys have a copy of all the financial records of my home and what I paid for it and everything that has to do?
Not your loan approval, but certainly what you paid for. We have your HUD
Oh,
statement.
everyone knows what that is.
That's what I said. Your-
I'm okay with that. It's in the paper.
Your closing documents and your HUD statement would certainly be within our records.
Oh, that's fine too.
How you got the loan.
My social security's not in there and stuff like that. As long as my intellectual property is not in there.
But no one sitting up here can say, no, that's safe.
That's a-
Because if someday you had to submit something where it said, we need this piece of information to process something, just hypothetically.
I hope you wouldn't need my social security.
Say we need your date of birth, or something like that.
Why?
You never know. I don't know what the situation would be. But as written, once you email somebody, any part of this association, it's out there. And that's all I'm saying is hypothetically, something would get into your agreement.
Okay, there was a hand up. Sir, were you the one with the hand up for a while? Okay, I can see it in the periphery of it.
My name is George Garrett Ellis. I'm new to the community. 292 Shadow Moss Park. The document, if it must be accepted as a whole, is unacceptable. It opposes certain things beyond what you have identified that make me cringe and politely cringe. I consulted to not-for-profit boards of directors for 30 years. I've seen more abuse in not-for-profit organizations than you can possibly even understand. The terms of the current document that regulates how the board works and how it relates to the business of the association. Yes, it's a provider. But there's no reason that it can't be tinkered. And let me propose an alternative to it, take it or leave it document. Let me propose that if there are those among this group who feel strongly about certain language, that they join together with a representative sample from the board in a review of the document as a whole and come to some agreement before it's presented for yes or no. Right now, the only thing that is going to be produced is a lot of hatred and anger among the members of the community. And I am so sorry to hear that, because frankly, I have enjoyed knowing members of this community and in being able to walk my dog in peace and have some knowledge that someone is looking out, that the business of the HOA, specifically as defined in the current document, is at least being defended by a board of directors that is representative of the whole. Now, there's two issues. One is if the document itself is not appropriate, then that needs to be corrected. The other issue is whether or not the board is undertaking its fiduciary responsibility. What I've heard this evening, and this is my first meeting, is appropriate to what I understand is appropriate governance behavior. That's what I've heard thus far. But I'm not privileged to all the other meetings that have gone on in years past. I have been a member of an HOA board that became a volcano. None of you will want that set of circumstances, I promise you. It is absolutely the worst thing I ever saw in this city. Thankfully, there was a calm-headed chairman found, elected, and who believed in participation in the parts of those who are members, and who have indeed paid into the HOA so that there would be some regulatory body responsible for behavior. Individuals are going to take things out of context. Individuals are going to do what suits their behavior, their desires, their personal preferences. All I'm asking is that rather than undertaking this in the public scrutiny of an unstructured situation that is presented to the homeowners as take it or leave it, that we need to sit down as human beings face to face, and those who are interested in adjusting the nature of the governing documents do so in a calm, collected, and negotiated manner. If you're not prepared to do that, come on. That's the way I see it. The current document is loose. And several of the points you made didn't cover the other points that I had in mind. But I'm not going to go into that unless there's a committee.
The document stands as it is right now. If other people have objections to anything that's been worded, the remedy to that is to call another special meeting and present your own changes. Not to try, you don't have the legal authority not to vote on this document.
Then the answer is no.
Yeah,
Correct.
That's your answer. That's not the answer of the subdivision.
In its entirety, or vote against it.
That's correct.
Right.
And that's what we're discussing now, is whether people should consider not voting for it in its entirety or.
Okay.
We need to make a motion.
There's no question.
Oh, wait a minute,
Yes,
Mark had
you're
his hand up.
All right, I'm back.
Mark had his hand
I
up.
think Mike was next.
Yeah, Rebecca stole my thunder. That is, if a group of people feel passionately enough to change this document in the future, as this group and the group who vote by proxy feel, then they can do that, right?
Yeah, of course.
Okay. So, I mean, it's like the American way.
Right, I think the point was, should we vote something that we know has some critical flaws now, only to hopefully change it later, or would it be more intelligent to table this?
Well, I guess time will tell if there are critical flaws or not. And if this amendment passes and there all of a sudden is harmony in the neighborhood forever and ever amen, then why change it?
Okay.
Yeah. This goes on the internet. Could you not swear, please?
Whatever that song
Additional
called.
lands out there? Yes.
Is that me?
Yes, ma'am.
How long have you been in the neighborhood? 3 years.
If you would
ever
address the
come-
chair, excuse me.
If someone's come here and they say that they want to address and they have problems with what's happened. And that we've been coming about, what, two and a half, 3 years now, trying to get this changed, trying to get things so that we're transparent, trying to keep people who are veterans from getting their house, have liens put on them on a continuous basis, to the point where the man is almost dying because he keeps getting hit with things from CMG. It's time for this neighborhood to treat people the way they should be treated, and they are not being treated that way. If some people have missed that and haven't come to these meetings, then I'm sorry. But the man I'm talking about goes to this church. He's come down now.
Let's just focus on just the
And
amendments, okay?
I got involved with this, as well as my husband, and we're being sued now because we care about the neighborhood and the neighbors.
Let's focus
And we
just
were
on this
tired
document tonight.
of seeing things like that happen. And it's time for this neighborhood to join together, which is why this is happening, and why I would like to call for a vote.
Second, any other
I'd like to
discussion?
make a motion, let's go.
We're going to wait until the discussion period is. Okay. No,
Second.
Yes, sir. Oh, no, I thought you had something to say. Any further discussion, Tom? All right. So let's see.
7:30.
If we've got Steve from our community management group here tonight. In the back. Anything to add before we proceed forward from your professional?
Well, I can't, thank you. I don't have I'm not an attorney, I don't practice law, but I just wonder if the preparers of the document in the board and those present considered the Federal Fair Debt Collection Practices Act in this, which overlays all of that has been, I've heard discussed tonight. I just didn't know if the board had considered that.
I am not familiar with that enough to comment, no. Is there an implication that you see?
Well, we, as a management company, we're bound in our role in administrators of collections to abide by the Federal Fair Debt Collection Practices Act, which to my understanding, and again, I'll say I'm not an attorney and can't offer any more than what you're hearing tonight, the Federal Fair Debt Collection Practices Act prohibits an association from disclosing the various items that have been shared here. For example, I have a number of associations that are in far, far worse financial shape than this one, and it has been published, or it has been proposed that the delinquency list be published and made available to members, but that has been shot down in each of those various instances by an attorney interpreting that as a violation of the Federal Fair Debt Collection Practices Act. So I think of primary concern in the documents that I've heard tonight is the desire for transparency. And of course, all records of the association are available as defined in state law, but the financial records have always been interpreted as specifically not part of that disclosure in all that I've been involved in. So I was just very curious and very concerned, frankly, that that everything had been compared and vetted against the Federal Fair Debt Collection Practices Act.
Do you have any communities that have such a broad sweeping permission to share?
No, I mean, this is, as I read it, in direct contravention to that, but again, I'm not able to make any kind of legal interpretation. But none, to answer your question directly, none have such an open policy on delinquency and financial records of owners.
Thanks. Anybody else? Anybody on board? Okay. Then that's about it. I'll go ahead and call for the vote. So basically, the vote is, shall this amendment to the bylaws as proposed, as written in its entirety, shall this be approved? That is the question on the table. Everybody's should have a ballot per household. Hopefully, if you don't have one.
I don't have a problem.
Hey, Debbie, our attorney has your proxy.
You don't have my proxy.
You
I
did-
didn't sign a proxy.
You should be able to do it right
Are you sure?
now.
Okay.
So we're trying.
Yeah, we are turning it. Could you grab the one over there?
Yeah.
Would you grab the one on my chair, please? I got Mike Duck's proxy right there.
Yeah, that, I think it's a good idea.
Yeah. Is it marked as yes?
This thing, I didn't
We have our water
No,
before?
no, it's in there. I had your proxy. You're
Yes or
good.
no? I know that.
Artemi has your proxy, right?
Yeah, he's got it.
Yeah, Artemi's voting your
He's
yes.
voting right now. So we'll find out right now.
It's going to pass.
Go on. We have in the
Did you turn in your vote? Oh, you gave it to Tessa, okay.
just make sure you're, Steve, has received your ballot.
Artemi, they're counting.
All right, you want to hang out for results, we'll count them up. And it's 15 minutes.
Can I say something?
As long as it's not-
You said about them.
I think the problem, we already have a volcano and neighbors are upset with each other for the last year and a half. I've been coming to the meetings for a year and a half because I found out about the law. And I think we're at the point that we want more hours so that investment won't happen again. And a lot more other things won't happen again. And it's already animosity and
Do not deny there is a law. He said
there,
those
so I think everybody's trying to get a solution. And this is the, I don't think actually people hate each other, I mean, but it has caused so much tension in the neighborhood. It is I agree with you, it is extremely sad, and we should all try to be adults and get along. And this is, and I've told you all this very much, and Aaron, I'm sorry, several times people ask for secretary's name, and this happened and that, and a lot of times you said you didn't know. And as our director of the board, you should have known some of these answers. So that took the trust of you out of handle information about the law. So I'm just telling you that in my estimation, this is where we're going and trying to get some kind of solution. And I hope that everybody will try to work together, no matter what this is, and work together and get this subdivision back together.
We totally understand.
I don't think
Where-
you do,
Well,
honestly, because.
all right, I'll speak for myself.
Okay.
I feel like I totally understand. I came into the board late. I watched what was going on before I came into it, okay? I feel like I've listened to everything that's gone on. I've lived here for over 12 years. I've come to every annual meeting except maybe 2. I've seen how things have worked year after year after year. I don't normally stand up and say this kind of thing. First of all, I'm just not the type of person that does that, but I really care about this neighborhood, which is why I got involved on the board, and which is why I felt like I had to speak out today, because I am greatly concerned. I know where it's coming from. I know who it's coming from. Y'all come to the meeting. It's not a secret. We know what you're upset about. We've heard what you said. I know what some of the issues are. I agree that there are some issues to be addressed. My biggest concern with this is that I think this does way more harm than good. And although for those people that drafted it may think that it's addressing their particular specific grievances with particular people up here, my concern is on behalf of the neighborhood that this is going to do way more harm than good in the long run. And that's my biggest concern. Whether I'm on the board or any of these other people are is totally irrelevant in what I was saying. I'm really concerned about the implications on it.
But I think people are upset too because, again, I've been coming to all the meetings for a year and a half, and there's not one thing that has changed or been done or shown or anything. Back in the day, we used to get a budget before it was voted on by the board. We got,
Yes, it
and I
used to come in
found
the
one
mail.
from 2009, 2007, and it put that information out, and we got information. There was even a little pamphlet of what's going on in the neighborhood. Like CMG, but it wasn't CMG at the time, put that out. And that's information I think that we're all asking for. And I did ask my attorney, and I went and had a meeting with Liz, a very informative meeting. I asked for some of the contracts and was told that's not what they do. And so I decided to step back before doing anything about it and to see what's going to change. Nothing's changed. I'm sorry.
I was going to say, after all this, I am on a social committee that has been started in the neighborhood by a young mom that has 2 little children. And we just thought we were going to put the fun back in dysfunction, maybe, I don't know.
Thank you.
But we played our first event, it's a food truck rodeo. You've probably seen the signs my husband and I had made. We're going to have a live band, I think 5 food trucks, and all kinds of games. So I hope all of y'all come out and meet your neighbors. And then we're looking forward to doing a parade on the 4th of July. We're going to do Halloween things. Nothing homeowner, nothing, it's just the whole neighborhood. So, and I don't care if your friends in Grand Oaks come or wherever, so.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
I'm going to go ahead and announce the vote. So we had a total of 137 yes due to the 128 proxies brought in by Ardney, and then 8 no. So the final outcome is this, as written, is approved, and this amendment will come into effect.
Aaron, could you please state the quorum numbers?
Conclusion of business tonight.
Aaron,
That was the
could you
only
please state the
purpose.
quorum numbers?
Sorry?
Could you please state the quorum numbers? How many people are in attendance, please?
Well, we had 137 vote yes, 8 vote no, so that would be 145. Is that, Tessa, is there a, what is the total attendance? Is there anyone that didn't vote, I guess?
That's the total attendance.
That's everybody. Okay. So
Thank you.
all voted that are here, so that's 145. Just an additional vote. Proxy 8. So that will be the end of business tonight, and we will